Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Monday Night Raw. We are here in Pennsylvania Peterson Events Center. Kicking off the show, we have Evolution out there tonight with Booker T also by their side, saying that they offer a challenge to anyone out there because they can't be beat. You can look past everything the last couple weeks, but in the end, we know who the true winners are because people are talking about how they want to see Evolution. Evolution is what brings in the crowd. It's what brought in the crowd tonight.
Evolution is the solution.
And Sting is out there. He's accompanied by Brock Lesnar because he's playing it smart. He's playing it by ear. He knows that if he goes out there alone, he's going to get jumped, so he has to bring a beast with him. And Brock Lesnar, of course, staring down. And he's the only man that could intimidate the likes of the Nature Boy, Ric Flair, Booker T, Heidenreich, the Legend Killer, Randy Orton, and the Game, Triple H. And he knows that Triple H fears him deep down inside, fears losing that World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania. And Sting says, well, Trips, I got a proposal tonight. You think you're untouchable, but you're not. I have someone who's going to make you tap. I know someone who can beat you. Triple H is out there, sledgehammer over his shoulder, world title over his older shoulder. Ric Flair holds the microphone up to his lips. Triple H speaks and he's like, I'll take anyone on. Of course, Chris Benoit comes out. Sting is hyping up Chris Benoit, saying this is the man who's taken the back seat recently, and he doesn't know where his future is going to go. He doesn't know where his career is going to end up, but he knows that tonight he needs to maintain relevancy, maintain his respect to the boys in the back. And tonight he's going to take on the World Heavyweight Champion, and he's going to kick your ass, Triple H. Following that, we have a big match where Sting teams up with Brock Lesnar, takes on the WCW bad guys, Ric Flair and Booker T. And Sting and Brock were actually able to get the win over Booker T with Brock Lesnar pinning him after hitting an F5. Following that, Lita, of course, talking about how much of a disgrace the women are, saying how she watched Smackdown and she laughed at Trish, saying that Trish couldn't even touch her. And that's why she's going to go through another female right here, right now. And that, of course, is Miss Jackie. Of course, Lita gets the win easily with a twist of fate, proving why she is your women's champion. Off of that, you have Ric Flair backstage with a young buck to the locker room known as CM Punk. He's like, well, Punk, let me tell you something. You want to make a name for yourself. Why don't you go take on the man that is the Heat champion? The man that is above you. He's menacing. He is Heidenreich. Punk's like, I will take him on. I'm straight edge. I'm not some roided up beast like Heidenreich. Of course, they face off. Heidenreich is able to get the win with a Cobra Clutch Slam, though, surprisingly. Following that, Christian and Tomko are talking. He says, hey, Tomko, you got your business tonight. I got my business. We might have to split up for one night, but in the end, it's going to pay off for both of our careers. And with that, we see Devon and Spike team up with Colt Cabana, one half of the Second City Saints, against Test and La Resistance. However, Test and La Resistance able to get the victory over Colt Cabana and 2/3 of the Dudley Boys. And right off that, we have another segment where Shawn Michaels is out there. He's got the Intercontinental Championship. He says he's sick and tired of being harassed by Muhammad Hassan. He says that his wife went to get the mail today, and inside the mailbox was a snow globe, and it was very derogatory. It was very obscene and disgusting, and he couldn't withstand the negativity of what was in that snow globe, but one could only imagine of it being in the year 2001. Of course, Muhammad Hassan came out laughing with his arrogant smile, and Shawn says that he's going to kick him. He's going to super kick him, and his teeth for how much of a disgrace he's been to the locker room, how much of a disgrace he's been for this company and their sponsors. Muhammad Hassan says, we're a globally known company. You have to appeal to more than just you filthy Americans. And Sean says he's standing up for what's right, because when he was a kid, he was eating his vitamins and saying his prayers, but now he's above that man. He is one step under God, and Muhammad Hassan says that he is going to take Shawn Michaels to God. And of course, Muhammad Hassan's teammate was none other than Christian, one half of the tag team champions. And Bubba Ray Dudley, who was not with the Dudley Boys tonight, he was teaming up with Shawn Michaels, and that ultimately led to him losing, as Shawn Michaels and Bubba Ray Dudley teamed up and lost against Muhammad Hassan and Christian, with Muhammad Hassan getting the reverse STO victory on Bubba Ray Dudley. Right off that, we have the hardcore legend Mick Foley come back tonight, and he says, Chris, you're gonna have to go through something that a lot of people have had to go through, and you're gonna have to deal with some things a lot of people have had to deal with. And this might be a really hard pill to swallow, but the game Triple H, once you start your feud with this man, he will mentally break you down. He's even destroyed his own best friend. Chris, I don't know if you can handle that type of mental breakdown, because it might end in your demise later down the line. Benoit knows that he's going to have to do this if he wants to one day get the World Heavyweight Championship. And right off the bat, it was our main event when Chris Benoit was able to get the victory over Triple H after hitting him with a diving headbutt, using his own brain, his own forehead, to damage Triple H in the process. But that wasn't it, because after the match, Evolution came out. But they weren't alone, because of course they brought Booker T. But Muhammad Hassan was contacted by Triple H, and as Triple H is sitting there with blood running down his face from that diving headbutt, he's yelling at Rick, saying, Rick, give me a microphone. And as Rick hands the microphone up to his lips, Triple H is saying that, Chris, you've been offered as a sacrifice, and I'm not gonna make your life a living hell. But my best friend Shawn Michaels, he's gonna pay for everything he's done, and that sorry son of a bitch is gonna pay, because you are the sacrifice that we are gonna have to see destroyed before the entire locker room. And as Muhammad Hassan comes out with a branding iron, and he brands Chris Benoit in the back of the neck, Triple H and all of Evolution are on a whole new level. They know that in order to go above and beyond to prove that they are lethal to this locker room, and Brock Lesnar is not a threat to them, Sting is not a threat to them, the Heartbreak Kid is not a threat to them. They know they have to align themselves with the most devious of people, not only Booker T, but Muhammad Hassan and all of the people that he is aligned with in the Middle East. And of course, that has been our Monday Night Raw. Ladies and gentlemen, we will see you next time for Smackdown right before No Way Out.